Here we go then, welcome along to what is going to be Season 4, Round 13 of our Championship, hopefully winning season. That is what we are honestly trying to get, and it's going to get worse for everybody because yes, you've just seen it, we have got a new front wing that is a lot better. Look at that. We will take that, absolutely. 3 days time, we're going to try and rush that through then so we can get a front wing for this main race coming up. Sprint race as well. That happens in Belgium, I believe, off memory. So we're very much looking forward to getting some more points in the bag. We've got good money, everything like that under our belts. And now we've got race time. We have got car parts missing. We have got a front wing. So we'll do what we do as always. We'll put on our bad parts quite quickly. And we will also see if we've got any new upgrades that we have done since the last race as ERS goes on. And so does the... Oh, I've absolutely messed that one up, haven't I? There you go. That's how you do it. So we'll have a look quickly then. So we've got no new chassis. We've got a front wing that's being developed. We've got a rear wing that's failed, which we have replaced. I was going to say, it didn't let me replace it. Side pods are good. Underfloor can be installed on car 2 to help. And suspension is installed on both cars. So looking good then on both cars. We've got a rear wing and a front wing to install. And we'll go ahead and put on the bad parts for car 2. Always really good to do. We've got that penalties that we took last race, which is going to help us out massively as well. Remember, practice is okay, but it don't matter massively. We should be able to get back on track though. Let's review the targets for this race after some brilliant wins. We've got both drivers into Q2. We have got both drivers into Q3. That's pretty standard, should happen. Yep, exactly. We have got finishing position. I still think both drivers in the top 4. We are dominating up there with a Red Bull. And a qualifying position streak. We should have both drivers qualifying hopefully in the top 4. We'll go for it again. We're not in massive need of money, but it is what it is. We'll go and see what we can do as we head off to Belgium. We've had some decent luck in the past at this track, so hopefully we can do the same again. We'll have a look to see what the weather looks like. We're going to get practice done first. It is practice and then heavy rain for qualifying, but it looks like a dry race. So welcome along to Q1, and this should see us hopefully get through nice and easy. Let's just check what the track is going to do. The track is going to get wet, so we're going to send our cars pretty quickly then, and we're going to get a lap in. So let's fast forward that. We're going to get ahead of the Red Bull as well. So everybody is out early, and the first lap is going to be really required. Everybody is out before the rain hits. You need a 1 lap wonder here, and Red Bull probably going quicker than us. They probably will. 1:41.0. Oh my god, Pourchaire's just gone a second off. You are joking me. Where did he lose that? It's in the middle sector. He's made a mistake. That is not a good time. We need to get him out straight away then before this rain comes. You can see he's down in P10. I mean, I could send him out on the same tyre. I think that's probably going to be my play. Where's the rain? Look, you can see the rain. I mean, we should be okay, but I'm going to send him. Look at it. It is dull, dull, and dull. Let's send Pourchaire for a really quick time. See if he can improve. There is cars going back out there. We might just get stuck in a bit of traffic. Rain has started, so I think we might be okay. And the track is already damp. That's done. That rain has come very quickly. Pourchaire is still going round, trying to put a lap in. He is going to be safe though in qualifying, which we'll just let him run round. Hopefully he don't crash. But we're through. So we're through then in Q1 as expected. Pourchaire, really bad lap time, but he is comfortably through. Norris takes a penalty. A 41.0 for Stroll. 42. Look at that. 4 temps clear. 4.5 temps as we go into Q2. Now we are starting on soft tyres. So let's manage this. Let's check the weather and the track straight away, because it is going to rain again. So Stroll, let's get him out. Let's get Pourchaire out as well. So going into this Q2 session, rain is inbound. Everybody is out again. A better lap needed by Pourchaire this time. and fingers crossed we can get that. As we look at the map, it's purple for Pourchaire. Looks like he's having the better lap time this time, and it's a 41.4 and a 41.2 as we hit the first few laps in Q2. So great news then, with 2 minutes to go. Look who is P11 and not going to be improving even. Charles Leclerc is out of qualifying in Q2. We are putting in some serious pace at the moment. I even forgot to put that front wing on that I rushed through ready for this race, but it's not going to matter too much. Wow. We could upset the apple cart. Red Bull are out. One of them, at least, with Max Verstappen left. We've got a significant pace advantage. Track details, it's going to be the same again. Stroll, let's get him out. And we're probably going to have one run at this as well. So we'll go on board for this lap and take you through the stunning circuit at Spa as we go through Eau Rouge. Can we get on to a beautiful, beautiful position of P1, P2? Could Verstappen struggle? That's what we're going to be hoping for as well as we look to just run through. And we'll see, and we'll go on board with Stroll. Verstappen, one of the last cars that's going to be going across the line. He is out there. You can just see that dark blue dot right hand side of your screen as we've got rain coming in. Where is that rain coming in? It is about to start. Could Max Verstappen be caught out about the weather? Have we got the best possible chance to start putting in? Because the rain is on its way and we are about to start seeing that increase now. Max Verstappen is only just about to come to the last corners. Pourchaire with a 30.3. Better than Stroll. Probably getting a little bit of a tow. He's quite far away actually from him. Through the middle sector we go then. We're about to hit that with Stroll. And Stroll does a 41.8. That's followed by a 42.0. 2 tenths down, lost by Pourchaire. And now everybody is out there on a lap. This rain is about to start coming as well. Can we get the perfect times in? Here is the rain. It has started here as we come across the line. A 41.3 and a 41.45 for Stroll and Pourchaire. Now that rain is coming in. Let's watch Verstappen. He's gone green. As expected, everybody is, but it's not P1 potential at the moment. Norris goes third with a penalty. We could do it. It's very wet. It's 0.3 millimetres. Verstappen crosses the line fourth, which will be a net P3 when it comes to the race. That, I think, is going to be that for qualifying. And that is that. Everybody trying to improve out there. You're not going to improve on the intermediates. Let's be honest, Verstappen will start P4 for the sprint. Norris will take that penalty into the race. So Max Verstappen can move up a position if he overtakes him. And Charles Leclerc, who starts P11, will be hoping to improve as well. We'll get through this practice session. We'll simulate through there. And then we'll be into what is a race sprint time. Haas looking pretty strong as they always do. So we are ready to go. Ready to go for this sprint race. Can we pick up yet another win this season? Sprint time. Got to be softs. Yeah, absolutely, it's got to be softs for both cars. We are going to put these on attack mode. And we will be back for the start of the sprint. Here we go then. Spa. Can we get the job done? Everyone is ready. Soft tyres. Lando Norris and the Ferrari found some improvement. We've got Pourchaire looking ahead. Both cars angled slightly to the left. Both not sitting on the ground. Interesting. Come on. Let's see what we got. We're away well. Let's go on board with Norris. Verstappen is there in P4. We'll go on board with Verstappen because he's going to be our biggest threat in this race. Ferrari are a good team, but here is George Russell. Now that would be a beautiful move if he can get past Max Verstappen. I know we're not focusing on our own cars, but this could be huge if Verstappen falls down to P5. And he is. He is down. He's had a nightmare of a start. Verstappen is down to P5 and the Haas of Drogovic is now behind him. So a brilliant start for us with him moving backwards. Leclerc is currently sat in P11 as he looks to try and scrape his way through the field. We've built a lovely gap of 8 tenths so far to Norris in that Ferrari. We're hoping he's going to be a bit of a roadblock, as Drugovich is tucked right behind the Red Bull. Got a nice little slipstream as well, but he's not going to make the move. Norris is now out of a second. That's great for DRS. We're going to keep these two pushing. We might just eke off the fuel a little bit. We're going to be fine on the tyres. It's going to be a very good start. We've already dropped 1.5 seconds to the Scuderia Ferrari, and this could be a beautiful, beautiful moment in the sprint as we absolutely fly away. Let's put Pourchaire on Don't Fight Teammate, just so we don't hold each other out. 1.7 seconds. Verstappen's now dropped a second, and he's got Drugovich right behind him. Drugovich, well, he's ready to go and try and attack. That would be massive for us, but now 2 seconds to Norris. We've absolutely blown him apart as we do cross the start-finish line to start lap number 3. And now we can probably think about just easing off then. Whilst we've got good pace, it should be faster than those around anyway. 2.6 seconds, Verstappen only 5th, Leclerc still 11th. It's looking pretty good here. So on lap number 7, nothing's changed. Pourchaire and Stroll are just cruising out front. They're both on standard, they're both on top up, absolutely minding their own business. George Russell is 3rd with Lando Norris in 4th. These have swapped around off memory. Verstappen currently sits P5, 6 tenths off. It's a bit of a Ferrari train that's happening at present. Drugovich running a big race for Haas in P6. Charles Leclerc has got Yuki Tsunoda ahead of him in P9 with Gasly around a second back. So at the moment for us, it's looking easy, and it could be one of the easiest sprints of the season because we're not even having to push the tyres. We've got 3 seconds of a gap, 3.5 from Russell to the leader of Stroll. This could be an absolute cruise. Verstappen is now on the back of the Ferraris. We'll keep an eye on that, but this could be one of the easiest weekends that we've had, and we haven't even pushed the button at all. And this is the closest battle that we've got out on track. P5, Verstappen a 10th behind Norris, not pushing right or left. He's going to sit behind him as we reach the end of the straight. No move from Max Verstappen, maybe just biding his time. We've got 1.6 seconds Stroll to Pourchaire, and a further 4 seconds back is George Russell. Don't need to push at all here. I could put in a good fastest lap attempt to see how much we can really push these cars. And I think we might do that. A little bit of fun, shall we? Because it's pretty boring sprint. Let's push these two for a lap. Now look at the gap. It was total 5.8. Let's see what it does. I know we're not going to go on board, but 5.8. Let's see what it is at the end of the lap. As now Verstappen is all over the back of Lando Norris, and he should get a good release from it. And up Eau Rouge we go. He's not going to catch him. He's dropped 6 tenths of a second. Maybe Norris just using that ERS system to perfection. And we've got 10.2. It's 7 seconds now to George Russell. We have bolted like none before. We have absolutely flown away. And this is incredible of a lap that we are doing. 7.8 seconds, 8 seconds now, compared to George Russell in 3rd. And these two are going to just absolutely pull away. It's ridiculous. Leclerc's up to P9 though. He's trying to come through as we do finish that lap, and we can go back down to standard. Make sure we don't run out of fuel. That would be pretty embarrassing when we're so far clear, wouldn't it? 8.5 seconds is the gap that we did. On the last lap alone, it was 2.5 seconds quicker for Stroll over George Russell. I mean, that is some serious pace. We've got a yellow flag out there, but it's not for us. It is Norris locking up. So Norris locks up on turn 5, and he's handed the initiative then to the Red Bull. As it's the end of the straight, he's outbraked himself. Oh, and he's gone straight on. And that gives a Red Bull into P4 of Max Verstappen. So they're giving Red Bull some points. Luckily, he hasn't dropped back behind Leclerc, who's bang there as well at the moment. But this is going to be the easiest sprint that we've had. Quite easily. Leclerc's trying to get through. We've got 1 lap to go as we start the final lap now. And it is an absolute procession. Let's just waste some tyres and waste some... and absolutely just obliterate the field, shall we? Verstappen's not going to catch George Russell. Leclerc has every chance, but so does Vasseur, to get past in this sprint. But I think we're going to be safe. I mean, we're safe out front anyway. We know that 100%. Leclerc's P9, but he's in a DRS train, and I don't think he's going to get past because Sainz is pulling DRS too. So he might only finish 9th. He will start 8th when Norris gets his penalty for the race. But that is a huge blow for Red Bull. Only 4th and only up to 9th, only making 2 positions. And Verstappen is lucky with that, as obviously Norris locked up. But I don't think it's going to get any more. It is going to be, though, a P1 for Lance Stroll. Theo Pourchaire comes home in P2. That is domination. Absolute domination from Williams. The easiest time of our life. We've absolutely smashed it. Leclerc is going to come home only P9. So a good win in the sprint. Lance Stroll taking P1. Helps and aids his championship potential. It is P2 for Pourchaire. And look how quicker we were. Good 6/10 quicker than the best lap time set by George Russell. And we were 8.6 seconds clear. Just Theo to George. Wow. Unbelievable. But now, it's where the main points come from. We've been so quick, we've got to do the same again. Soft and mediums looks like they're what we can run here. Absolutely no problem. We'll do the same for both cars. We don't need to risk anything. We have the pace. There should be no shocks. We should be able to drive off this line and get a beautiful gap between the two and the chasing pack. But here we go at this beautiful circuit. Can we score the points and move ahead in the championship? There's Max Verstappen. Leclerc just further back as they release and we race. Come on, boys. Get the start that we need. Let's go on board with Russell. Comes at the Williams. Verstappen hasn't had a great start. He's already dropped 7/10 from Russell. Where is Leclerc? Leclerc's up to 7th because of that Norris penalty. So he's moved up an extra place from the start. Let's go on board with George Russell then, as we come through the first sector complete. And we've got to try and break this toe. Look at it. How the ages would have liked a Williams-Ferrari battle. And it's well and truly on as we come through this middle sector. Looking good. We've got to keep pushing though if we want to score these big points. Especially a 1-2 would be absolutely perfect in this race. But we've already created 7/10 to Russell. Just like in the sprint, we hold a significant pace advantage over this Ferrari. Verstappen's already 1.3 seconds and under pressure by Valtteri Bottas. On the softs, Russell and Verstappen both on the medium tyres. They'll be quick at the end. That is one thing to note. So as we come through, it's a second now to Russell. That is probably where we will start to cut off next lap. We're going to keep building it though. But Verstappen is under pressure from Bottas on the softs. It'd be great if you could get Valtteri Bottas through. That would be a move that we didn't expect to happen. Let's cut down on the fuel. And already Pourchaire just outside of the second. Let's try and just bring him back in because we want to pull him along. So if we can just keep Pourchaire within a second, should get that back. Going to keep pushing him. 9/10. Just at a second now. Let's top him up actually. Hopefully he gets DRS. He does. And then we've got him on Do Not Fight teammate. And now we can cut down. So both can top up. We've got DRS pulling George Russell behind from this really fast Lance Stroll. Bottas still right behind. We've took some tyre life out of our car. But Leclerc is also trying to come through on the soft. So just got to bide our time. Do what we need to do on lap number 3 going on to lap 4. So here we are on lap 15. And to be quite brutally honest with you, there's not a lot that's happened. There's not a lot that's happened. These are beautiful Williams cars going down the straight now. They are looking absolutely beautiful with the Ferrari in the background trying to close. And that gap is currently 2.3 seconds. Now, Russell is on the mediums, but their mediums are not like absolutely amazing on their tyres or like their track time, because we're staying quite comfortably ahead and we're not pushing at all. So we're still topping up. We've got pretty much a full battery now, full ERS system. Russell has dropped Verstappen by 6.4 seconds. That's some really good pace from the Ferrari. Leclerc is now on the back of Verstappen, so it'd be nice to get Verstappen falling down the pecking order a little bit. We've got a medium tyre run coming up shortly at lap 20. Obviously only 44 laps around this track. And here we go, here comes a Red Bull. On a Red Bull with Vaughan looking at a move as well. This could be beautiful. Let's go on board with Vaughan as he comes down the straight. Top of Eau Rouge we go. And he's going to move to the left-hand side on the medium tyres. He's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to have a look. He's not in the end. And he just stays behind. Be great for these Red Bulls to come under a bit of pressure. Leclerc definitely is. It's Verstappen holding everybody up. Now 7.3 seconds behind Russell. On the same sort of tyre percentage too. He's really struggling. Really struggling. Is Max, which is great for our music to our ears. Stroll P1, Porsche P2. Entered the pit window. And here we go again. Haas all over the back. Bottas pits. Early stop. Leclerc's still trying to get past Max. Surely for Red Bull they have to swap these round. It doesn't make sense to leave Max out there. And he's not going to get any closer. He's still going to be sitting in a beautiful slipstream from Max being held up. Russell still 2.5 seconds behind. We are looking good. And we've got a VSC. There's been a crash on track. Virtual safety car. DRS has been disabled. Sainz has crashed in the Mercedes. Just pitted as well, I believe, onto the medium tyres. Oh, he's lost the back end and he's in to the barrier. He's lost it big time. He lost the car. So VSC out. That recognises a good chance to have a pit stop. Where are we round though? We're quite far round. Let's just put in a medium pit stop here, because it is quicker under a VSC to make a pit stop. We're going to double stack. I think it's absolutely the right thing to do. If we don't do a bad pit stop, 3.5 could be worse. We've got to take this VSC, and hopefully we're not. Leclerc's pitted as well, so we're not going to lose out to him. There is Drogovic, and we're just going to keep conserving. So double stack, not the best. We've lost some time, look, 13.4, but Russell does have to pit properly. And now we can potentially push. We are underway. Porsche has got Drogovic in front of him, and I would expect now that Stroll is going to absolutely obliterate into this pace. We're going to get this passed through if we can. We want to get high overtaking aggression, and already this gap is surely going to tumble. Tyres just coming into the window now. We've got used Drogovic tyres. You can see how quick we are in this beautiful Williams. Maybe a move at the end of the top of Eau Rouge onto the straight. Or how about before? Because through we come, and it's a great move. We are ahead in a perfect time, but the question will be, you know what's coming, don't you? DRS from Drogovic, but already he's dropped back 0.5 of a second. Already. And that is us perfectly ahead. P5 for Porsche. Stroll, we're just going to bring his tyres up to speed, and he's only 3.6 away. So a VSC master plan is what we wanted. We're using all our ERS system at the moment. And now Porsche has got to catch and pass Max Verstappen. So we went early with the pit stop. We've now got to just balance these out to the end. We should be okay, because these are going to fall quite far behind. But there's the fastest lap anyway from Lance Stroll, a 1:44.5. Pourchaire takes it away though, a 1:44.1, 4 tenths quicker as we chase down Max Verstappen. So Russell is in. Russell is in the pits. Then he flies in, and we're looking good. Come on, delay your pit stop. Oh, soft tyres. Soft tyres for Russell. That could be a problem. Didn't think about going to soft. That's a long way to go on softs. Bearing in mind your mediums have only lasted 23 laps. Pourchaire's just got Verstappen. There is a yellow flag though. Turn 1. There's Russell coming out of the pits, and he's done it easy. He's done it absolute easy. What was the yellow flag for though? It's gone. That's good. Zhou has spun. So let's top up. Let's top up. We got Vacher ahead of us. We've got soft. I don't think soft tyres get to the end though. I mean, that's a long way. The mediums only got to 22. I mean, there is still mediums out there though. Let's see. Let's see what he does. See if Russell's got the perfect strategy or he's going to give points back. But Leclerc's 6th. Leclerc has pitted. Russell should be getting onto the back of him fairly quickly. And now we're going to top up. Pourchaire has closed the gap to Vacher. And that is going to tumble all the time. We're pushing the fuel. We're earning back the power unit, the ERS system. And we're going to absolutely snake up behind him here. Gap falling all the time. And that is down to 4 seconds. Norris and Gasly battling it out on the mediums. Leclerc's used mediums, about the same as us actually. Verstappen struggling on them tyres. And just look at the pace difference on them mediums. 2.2 seconds a lap slower than what we are running. We are running a 44.6 at the minute. That is unbelievable pace against these cars. We are dominant. We had the little period in the middle of the season, or early on, where it looked like Red Bull were there to catch us. But there's a move back into the P2. Verstappen pits at the same time. Ferrari come out the pits, and we take normal service. So, but it's a good 6 seconds gap to Leclerc as Verstappen comes out in P9. And the question is, will Russell... I mean, he's out on softs as well. And Tsunoda has crashed. Yuki has put it in the wall. Does he lose the back end? What does he do? Does he run wide? Oh! He's gone through the wall. There's no safety car though, is there? There's not. There is not. Sainz is out. Yuki, I imagine, with some damage to his front wing. Looks like he's got missing an end plate at least. But, well, he's got a puncture as well. Sparks flying. Let's take a look. Yuki, oh yes. We light up the track, but in a different way. It's Yuki Tsunoda. Light up the track. The sparks absolutely flying on Yuki. And I think that's a couple of times he's done that this season. He's in, sparking away like a madman. Oh, look at that. In he goes. But let's focus on what's happening out front. Stroll is clear. 6.1 seconds. It's a further 4.6 back to Vacher, who's still got to pit. He's on 35% mediums. Leclerc is 1.2 seconds further back from him, with Russell now 1.5 behind, closing down on them soft tyres. Verstappen is a massive 14.7 seconds behind George Russell. That is music to our ears. So P6 for him, with a little over 16 laps to go. And here we go, George Russell taking points from Red Bull. That's what we like to see. They come back at each other. But it looks like we're going to get a little help from the Ferrari, who moves himself up to P3. Taking points away. That is what we like to see. A couple of points away from Leclerc. George Russell is into P3. Still doubts about whether or not them soft tyres will last to the end. They're going to be pretty worn, but Verstappen's going to find it tough to catch. Vacher's going to have a lot better tyres than Verstappen, and he is only 1.6 seconds behind him. So in all of this, it's not too bad at the minute, but Vausheur's got the fastest lap. They're obviously running soft tyres. I don't personally think we can get a better lap time on these used mediums. I am going to try and give it a one lap attack with both cars. Vauscheur, we didn't see it, but he's got past Max Verstappen. He probably got DRS to help, I would have thought. So we're going to deploy with both cars to give an attack to see if we can squeak the fastest lap of the race back from the soft tyres. We have massive pace, but do we have enough pace from soft to mediums to be able to make a difference? We did improve through the final sector with Stroll. We've gone green in the first, 30.9, 31.1 for Pourchaire, and this gap now is going to absolutely open up, I would imagine, to the field. So trying to get this lap, trying to get the extra point back. It's not going to Red Bull, which is good. Can Vauscheur catch Leclerc? That would be nice. In terms of last laps, he was 1.6 seconds quicker. Through the middle sector we go. Stroll does get a purple sector. That is what we like to see. 42.8 and a 42.5. Stroll could rescue the fastest lap here, even on the medium tyres, and he does. Pourchaire comes over as well. He doesn't take it, but that is now time to top back down. That's just how much pace we have got compared to the field. Looking at the lap times last time out then, it was a 42.7 for Stroll. We did a 1:45.3 for Leclerc. Wow, 2.7 seconds quicker. Vauschaire, for sure even, is catching Leclerc. Can he get more points and have a disastrous day for Red Bull? Because even Drogovic, I mean, I don't think he's going to get close. It is all about Vauscheur trying to catch Leclerc. And how about this? The gap has tumbled over recent laps, and you can see the Haas has been absolutely flying in recent Grand Prix, and they have every reason to be well happy with what they are doing. You can see here, they've cruised up to the back of Leclerc. Verstappen is nowhere near, 7 seconds back. We are taking a... It feels like we've concentrated on other teams more than our own team in this race. But surely Vauscheur can get through here as he guts to the right hand side. Here we go! Red Bull are in trouble. 1 in this race, 2 in the championship. That is a massive move. First of all, it was Russell upsetting the Red Bulls, and now a Haas has upset the Red Bulls. Vauscheur moves into P4. He'll be trying to catch Russell, and he already, look, he's gained 8 tenths, nearly 9 tenths on Leclerc. And this Haas pace is ridiculous. A couple of laps later, he's all over the Ferrari. This is unbelievable from Vauscheur, as he nearly takes his front wing off. They'll go up Eau Rouge, and then they'll set... He's going to do it beforehand. Wow! The Haas is on fire. Jesus, that Haas is another level today. He's got himself up to P3. He's got ahead of the Ferrari. Look at that. He's already pulled 4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Nearly 5. It is a beautiful day to be a Williams fan. Come on. So final lap then for our drivers. We've still got this bug that we tend to get. And there's an Alpine of Yuki Tsunoda looking like he's only got 2 wheels on his wagon. We're catching up to him. Hopefully he doesn't get in the way. We've seen this in Imola earlier on in the season. He is catching him quick. I'm sure it is Yuki. Yes, it is. Look at him sparking away. I think it is just a visual bug. But it is the front right. I mean, Yuki's tyres are on 36%. Maybe he didn't change his tyres. We are catching. Luckily, Stroll's clear. Look at that. For some sparks. We've got to try and get through. We are right there with Pourchaire. I mean, are they really that slow though? 46.7 versus our 43s. They're not that slow. I think it must be visual. As we come through, look at it go. But look at Stroll go, because Stroll's about to take victory. Pourchaire's just following comfortably here. And it is going to be Stroll who's going to take it. Look at these now coming through here. Let's focus on this, because this is insane. from Drogovic has spun. It's not going to matter though. Stroll's going to take victory. Look at that. What a picture. That's unbelievable. Oh, beautiful. Stroll. P1. Porsche. P2. What a weekend for our cars. Williams smash it. Leclerc only 5th. Verstappen only 6th. That is beautiful. Porsche comes home in P2. Lance Stroll takes another victory. Lance, whatever you want to call him. Daddy boy, you name it. What we can't say is he hasn't put in a fight. Wow. Williams on another level right now. And remember, expect no podiums. But boy, what a result. What a result. And there you go. Look at that. 42.7. Vaughan actually, we only just beat him on the fastest lap. So very, very good time by Stroll to take it. Fair play to Vaughan. Fair play. 26 points. Look at that. Leclerc only taking 10. They're only taking 18 points. Moving up the field. Porsche closing now. 9 points behind Max Verstappen. And a massive swing in the championship. Big points. 36 points gained on the Red Bull. It is looking beautiful. Some more points in the fastest pit stops as well. That's getting better, even though they're only at 3.4, 3.5. And we are currently 8th in them standings. But it's looking good. Looking very good. Look at that for some domination of a weekend. It is absolutely perfect. Money in the bank. We don't even need it. We are well on our way to a championship. And maybe even 2. Current progress, we are first. Mid-season review. Our target position was 2nd. We are first. Current progress is first, and we've got 2 seasons to win the Constructors' Championship. As a board, confidence is high. We've got a further 1.5 million to get the job done. We are heading off to Zandvoort for the next race. And you know what that means, because we will install that. But we've got a massive upgrade on the front wing to come. And this will surely cement our part in this championship. It's only heading one direction at the moment.